Hello, and welcome back. Friday morning, 8:40 sales video. Stop the music. So, start this one off with, well, I got accepted in the partnership program for YouTube. So, as of now, the only thing viewers can do to, well, not only thing, the monetary thing, the only monetary thing viewers, well, still not the only, because people can buy my items, but for directly through YouTube, they can use the super stickers, super chats, super thanks, and things like that in the comments. If I'll do a live stream, who knows when? It's not really within something that my purview right now to think about. The next milestone is to hit 600 subs. I lost a couple, but if to hit 600, and then the next milestone is to hit 1,000. When that'll be, I don't know. We'll go from there. So there's that, and let's find out what's sold. So it is quite a bit of a pickup from what yesterday was, which was, I thought I put the little picture of what sold yesterday in yesterday's haul video, but I didn't. And I wasn't going to end that video, or stop and completely delete that video just to put in a screenshot to say that it was 3 sales for $66. So I haven't had a 0 sales day in a very, very long time. 3, and then to have a couple days, well, last week, like one was like 122, the other one was 128, like 6 or 7 sales each day. Now the 6 and 7, that's volume enough, that's low volume, but the 120 range, when by average throughout the entire year, I look at how many days have passed. So if you go into your metrics, your dashboard performance, and go into sales, and you take the total number that you have of sales and you divide the total amount of days so far. So you divide that into the total dollar amount and you end up with an average. And the average for mine is $289. So to have $120 days, that's quite a bit less than what it should be. To have a $60 day, that's quite a bit less. Now, there's always something going on, and I'm not one to kind of speculate or to try to infer by little bits of anecdotes and speculation on like eBay ruined it. That's not me. It's like you have the stuff out there, something can happen, whichever. I don't go by the daily, not really by the weekly. I do say this is what type of weekly payout I'm looking for. This is the amount that I need in order to make headway. That means after all the bills are paid, after rent is paid, gas, electric, cell phone, internet, fuel, maintenance, things of that, food, all the other incidentals. When $1,000 a week gives it to where I'm making headway. So, but to have a payout 1 week of whatever it was, 2,400, and then well, not the one that I just got, but the one before that was like 16 or 17. Those ones make up for ones when I get a 650, which I haven't. So anyhow, let's find out what's sold. All right, it's Victor Herbert, the Fortune Teller, Ohio Light Opera. So I went ahead and I think it was last night, I looked at some of these. So a lot of these first handful of sales is stuff that's 6+ months old. And a handful of them are ones that I have recently relisted within probably the past couple weeks. So relisting, and when I do that, or doing a sell similar, I'll go in and I'll crop the picture down about as narrow as I possibly can. To stop the edging right here, and anywhere in any of the pictures, I still want to be able to have a visible date stamp. So that's what I've been doing. Anyhow, 19. The Chakra Theory DVD, 19. So those are both 1853, so I rounded it up to 19. Sewing with Nancy, DVD, something about dolls. 50, 50. This Glenn Gold, like from Stargate, Gold, at Salzburg Live Festival. So this is completely sealed. It's a priceless brand. I picked up, I still have them there, probably 8 or 10 of these at the Habitat for Humanity one day. They were either 50 cents or $1 each. And this one sold for 38. And I think the eBay, I want to say maybe it's like a 8x4x4, whatever size box. That box should be able to, in the flat sets, be able to, it's going to be, I don't know, about 30-cent box to send that in, but keeps a $38 item protected better. Ace Frehley and Frehley's comment. 22. The Slavic American Cookbook. It's 36. So the Slavic American cookbooks can do well. It's not going to be something that's really going to be found much more outside of this region of Ohio. They can be. However, the headquarters for the Slavic Ladies Association and the Slavic American Association is in Beechwood. So it's in Cleveland. So Beechwood is right where Cedar Road goes straight through Beechwood. So there's a Goodwill tucked back on Cedar Road, and that's in University Heights. And then you drive a little more, then you're in another little section, and then you drive a little more, and then you're in Beechwood. And then you hit the highway off of Cedar Road, and then the next exit up is Mayfield. So these you're not going to find, unless you're pretty much around here, you're not going to find them too often elsewhere. You can, but they're going to be way more likely up here. And that's probably over the years, that's probably the 10th one of these that I've sold. And there's different variations. This is the 50th, I believe, right? Yeah, the 50th. All right. This is Sealoke. You heard me? $25. Repeat buyer. This is the third CD they bought. The Greatest Hits of ABBA. Born Again. I've seen some of these, not one that I would really pick up. This one has probably had for quite a while. Let's see if this picture wants to work right without geeking out the tablet. March of 2024. If it was in a pile of stuff that I had that I got for 10, 15, 20 cents a piece, yeah. If I see it at a store and no barcode, I'm probably not, because that took almost 2 years, well, year and a half, a little over a year and a half to sell for $17. Granted, that's what a lot of media stuff is. That's what a lot of selling is just buying something and then it's going to sell in a year and a half, 2 years. Not really within the realm. If they were sealed, yeah, different story. Well, if I got a bunch of them that were sealed, yeah, different story. But to hold on to a sealed one or an open one, no. But still, $17. All right, the first of these Warhammer books. And this is Bretonia, a 1990. It's gonna be 1990 something. 1996. I had just listed these. I think I put a community post up of the books that I put up. If not, then I had just listed the books a handful of days ago. Monday, maybe. All right, so it's going to international for $43. And this is one of the. I have one more Warhammer book that's like $25. All the other ones are all 40, 50, $60. And when I paid, I want to say either $1.80 or $2 each, and they even used a coupon. So let's just say probably $1.80 each. It was pretty good. Primitive Quartet. And this is one I think I just relisted yesterday. It's either yesterday or the day before. $55. Mormon Tabernacle Choir Christmas. So you'll definitely be seeing the Christmas theme coming up for music and media and stuff. So a lot of stuff selling in those realms. I know I just, well, I haven't really. There was another Christmas one Mannheim, I just sold. Um, so this one, $20. And I've had it for a while. I got this out in Avon. Like I got a whole stack of SACDs for I think it was a little over or a little under $1 each because the guy just had them all wrapped up. I was like, I'll take all of them, and I come back up. I think they were 18, and I paid $15 or $12 for them. So I got a pretty good deal on them. So 15, no, 20. And this In Fisherman season 35. 35. Mm, $25. So that is 400 in sales and 369 off you. And product cost received. So that's a little better than what the average should be. And you take a $60 day, that's 420. Let's say that's 210. It's falling a little lower than the average, but I really don't go by the daily. It's going to be more of the weekly payout. The weekly payout is what matters. The totality of the monthly, as long as it's at a certain point of sales wise, the payout, not really, because if there's 10,000 of sales of a month, I can already calculate that there's going to be 35% of that is going to be fees and shipping, and all the other offsite fees, promoted fees, the actual $60 for the store fee, final value fees, all that, all the shipping costs, all refunds, which is negligible, $10, $15, $20 a month. As long as that's within that price range and the payout is right, I'm good to go. I don't go, I mean, do you, I mean, just think of it like, the sample size. The sample size of 1 or 2 in comparison to a sample size of 365 is a small sample size. You really can't make a conclusion or anything from just a sample size of 1 or 2. It's not going to be accurate. The more you have, the more accurate. So listening and watching some of the science and space exploration, it's one of those type colloquial phrases that, if you were an alien entity and you landed right here where I live at, and if you said, and you concluded just this one spot, yes, Earth is whatever temperature they're going to use, but Earth is 50 degrees. They have a bunch of these weirdly shaped things that are falling from these weirdly shaped things that are grown from the ground. And there's metal and other buildings around. Metal being like cars and stuff. That's all Earth is that. No, it's not. There's water. There's full force. There's farms. There's sand. There's mountains. There's snow. So you can't just make a conclusion off of the sample size of a couple things. That's why, for the most part, you almost never, ever, ever hear me say anything negative about eBay on this channel. Because they do enough. There's a lot of things they can improve on, but they do enough to make plenty of people plenty of good enough living. They're not perfect, just like I'm not perfect, just like you're not perfect. There's things that happen. Yeah, I'm going to end it on that one. So, if you like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned, Learned about the Slavic American cookbooks. We'll go with that one. You're not going to find a whole lot of them around unless you're pretty much from maybe Columbus and circular upward. If you do, they're roughly 35, 40 bucks. And it's strange because the last one I sold, the same day I found another one. All right. I don't know why you always have to jump down from your chair. I'm just opening the door to say hi. That's all. You can go back up there. I know it's chilly out, but you're a kitty with fur. I'll make at least you. I don't know about any other stray kitties. I'll make you a little kitty hut with some of these containers I have. Cleaned up the patio the other day. Let me think of going up. Comment down below. Use a super if you want. I'm not going to plug that on every video on this one. If you want to, use a super. Subscribe, share. Those are all free. Take a second. Help me help you. So we can help other people learn about physical media and eBay. Appreciate it. Thank you.